Good morning, everyone. So it is me, Judy. It is a Seint day, Seint makeup. Just a quick get ready with me and a little chat. I'm not going anywhere today. It's raining. I live in California and we definitely need the rain. I'm in the northern part, so but we need the rain so we can put all that water in our storage facilities. Anyway, so thought I would just do a very simple get ready with me in real time so that you can see that this makeup is very quick and easy. So first of all, that was just, that was my Bella bronzer. And then next up, I like to go in with my contour. Oops, where's my brush? There it is. And this is the contour brush. They're all dual-ended brushes from Seint. And I tap in, I don't get a lot of product, and then to tap it along my cheekbone. Of course, you know, when you blend everything, you're gonna blend it up. So, funny thing, I don't know if it's funny, but so this morning I'm sitting on the couch having my coffee, as I usually do. My husband is out doing his manly arts, and so he's gone. And so I see that someone has pulled up in front of our house and it's a little white car, and I look out the window, you know, totally Mrs. Kravitz. Bewitched. If you're not old enough to know that reference, then it's from Bewitched. Anyway, she was the neighbor that always looked out the window and tattled to her husband on what the neighbors were doing. So anyway, this car pulls up and I'm not expecting anything, and he pops up in the trunk and he's right in front of our walkway, and he proceeds to come up the walkway with, you know, like 7 or 8 grocery bags from Walmart. And I don't shop at Walmart, nothing against Walmart, but I go to the grocery store. I don't do delivery of groceries. And so I realize that, you know, this is clearly not ours. And so I have to open the door in my pajamas, and he's already on my porch by the time I get to the door. And so then I just tell him, it's like, hey, good morning, that's not my delivery. And so he looks at his phone and realizes that it's our next door neighbor. And a really long time ago, I mean, we've lived here 28 years, but a really long time ago, our property, which is the corner on our street, and the next door neighbor's property was owned by the same person. And he split the lot, and someone else bought the lot and built our house for us. Anyway, so we've lived here for 28 years. The property is well marked. We have a street sign that's lit that says our address down at the end of the walkway. Our house is clearly marked with big numbers. Anyway, it happens all the time, and I don't mind, you know, it's like, oh, hey, you know, these are Christy's deliveries next door. So anyway, so it happens. So he corrects it and goes next door, and all is well. And then about 20 minutes later, and again, I didn't get to the door fast enough, but the FedEx driver runs up. And so he leaves a box, and clearly I'm not expecting it, and it's not mine. And so anyway, I try, okay, I'm gonna take this brush and go in with my main shade. I look at the box address and I realize, again, it's for the next door neighbor. And so I don't mind walking it over there. I mean, it is raining and I was in my pajamas, so I'm not doing it until I get dressed and whatnot. And so, you know, this happens frequently with everybody who delivers. And so I decided, like, okay, what would happen if I just called FedEx? And so, you know, see, okay, the driver, he's already down the street and I can't catch him. I'm not running out in my pajamas. So I get the 1-800 number and I get on there, and it's automated, and so it's like, you know, a whole menu. And so usually, you know, you can say customer service rep, or I would like to speak to a customer service rep. Well, that's not happening with the FedEx number that I have. And so I struggle with it for a few minutes, and then I go, all right, so, you know, quit being dumb and see, you know, where do I call to get this corrected so that the deliveries to our address are ours, and you know, the deliveries that go to Christy are hers. Anyway, so about 3 calls later, I clearly figure out that I am not ever going to get into the menu for FedEx. Their customer service is not good. You should be able to say on the phone, customer service rep, please, I'd like to talk to a live person. And you can't. And they just say, okay, if that's all I can help you with, goodbye. And they hung up. Anyway, I was not amused. It's like, really? Serious people. Okay, so that's my gripe for today. And yes, I will go get the package delivered to our neighbor, but I don't think I should have to do that. I think FedEx should be able to correct it in their delivery that, you know, the package doesn't belong to me and the address should be clearly marked. The house has been here for 30 years or almost 30 years. So anyway, that was just my little rant. So, all right, now I'm going to take this brush. This is the teeny tiny detail brush. It's got a really nice end on it for small spotting. And then this end, I like to take my Demi, which is a very pink color, and I just tap in and try to kind of diffuse the color under my eyes. This one is a little bit darker, and there's a spot right there that I can kind of treat with a different color. But today it's just simple. I'm not going anywhere. It's raining. I don't want to get my car dirty. Yeah. You ever do that? You wash a car and then you don't want to go anywhere because it's nice and clean and you want to take it out. I do that all the time. My husband washes my car, but then I don't want to take it anywhere. I don't have anywhere to go anyway. So, all right. So to recap, I've done my Bella bronzer. I've done a little bit of contour. You can contour your nose. I'm going to skip that today. Main shade goes all over and you blend it in. I didn't really put on, I have another highlight that I can put on to cover redness, and I didn't really do that today because I'm just kind of lazy. But anyway, then once you get the color where you want it and you get it blended and you feel like everything looks the way you want, then you can move on to blush. And so today, there's a whole bunch of new colors left out on the Seint website, and I did not purchase them, but they are beautiful. Lots of purple colors like my sweater and raspberry. They're just gorgeous colors and they look really good. They're bright pink. So I'm just going to show you this one. This is Baby Watermelon. It's kind of a staple. Lots of people have it. It looks good on everyone. So I'm just going to pick up a little bit. And then what's great about Seint colors is that you can blend them. So if you think you got too much, which might be look a lot right there, when you go to blend it out with your brushes, it just blends beautifully. And so you can tap or swirl and get it to where you want it. These are all lip and cheeks, so they have other purposes. And I just usually use my finger for lips. Some people use like this color, which is a nude. This one's also kind of a nude. And they use them as eyeshadows, so creamy eyeshadows. So multiple uses for all the products. Anyway, so once you have that done, then let's see, didn't do the brightening shade. So the other brightening shade is kind of like, goes in the center of your face. And so you would highlight down your nose, maybe a little bit at the tip. If I had contoured my nose, you would see that. I guess maybe I should do that. A little bit here on your Cupid's bow. You can go center of your face. Some people go here. I don't try to put a lot of product under my eye. You can do some here. Some people also go here with their brightening shade. But it is the lightest, and it's supposed to bring light to the center of your face, kind of, illuminating the front, when people are looking at you. So Anyway, let's see. If I did contour my nose, this is how I do it. I put a little bit of contour product and then I tap my fingers together and then I place my fingers as close as together as I can and I just go down my nose like that. I have a bump right here on my nose that I got in college when I was living in San Diego and we were having an earthquake and it was like really exciting. And so I stuck my face up against the sliding glass door and my boyfriend at the time didn't know that my nose was pressed up against the door because I was like a little kid with the glass, and he promptly pulled the sliding glass door, which opened on the inside, which was weird, inside track, and he yanked it open to look at the apartment complex pool, and the end of the glass door slammed into my nose, and I'm pretty sure that I broke it, but you know, because I was all black and blue under my eyes for a couple weeks. But I was in college, I didn't have health insurance, or I just had the college insurance, and so I didn't do anything, and so my nose is not as straight as it could be. But anyway, all right, enough rambling. So just add a little bit more here. All right, so this is what it looks like, and then of course there's always fun Photoshop illuminator, and that brush, I use this one, and you can put just a little bit of highlight on here, maybe a little here, and right there, and then setting spray. Some people use powder, I don't. I like setting spray, but spray your sponge. This sponge is been wet, squeezed out as much as I could get the water out, and then just left to sit here while I did my hair and everything else. And so you just tap across your skin and you tap off the excess and if there's any harsh lines, and you should never feel sticky after you set it. So you could set your makeup with a loose powder. I have the Celeste brand, which is really nice loose powder. It's called blurring powder. It does a good job, but it's up to you. Oh, my hair gets stuck. So you just do something like that. And then, of course, I curled my hair. Can you tell? You know, it's raining. What do you expect? I know there's no humidity in my house. It's very dry normally, but my hair just doesn't stay curled. So anyway, I hope you have a fabulous day, and I wish you well. And if you'd like to have a free color match or get in touch with me about Seint shopping makeup products or skincare, check the links in my bio.